cactus and succulent growers, I'm Lynn. Welcome to Desert Plants of Avalon in the north of Ireland. And in today's video, it's a carry on from our plant disaster in the Polytunnel. And I did a video the other day of the disaster that we had here in the Polytunnel, where we had a cat trapped in overnight here in our Polytunnel that we didn't know about, a gorgeous ginger cat. And we only found out the following day when we opened up the Polytunnel the cat ran out. But anyway, I explained the whole story in that video, so do go ahead and watch that first if you haven't done. I'll link that video up above. This is going to be a cleaning up and a tidying up video today. And we normally have the black plant stand at the back there. You can just see it outside. That was there. That's what was knocked over when the cat was trapped in. All of these plants here on them shelves was completely fallen over, knocked out of their pots. As you can see, thankfully the soil is all dry, so it's going to be a much easier job to sort all this out again. And also the cat jumped onto the euphorbia table and knocked a lot of plants. So one of our Perescias broke, and these was all knocked out the pot, and also some damage to the plants as well, but nothing major, nothing that can't be sorted out. It's just chaotic. And when I did the video the day, I actually couldn't carry on tidying up in here because I had to go into work, so I couldn't do anything about it until the following day, which is why I'm recording this later. The plants are all chaotic in here, but they're not going to die. So this, I've been itching to get this done because I hate mess, and I'm somebody who loves order, especially with the plants. So then we've removed the stand out there. This is what we got to work with today. And first of all, what I'm going to be doing is taking all this away here, moving everything just down, further on down, taking all of these plants that have fallen out the pots here out into the yard, and getting the brush and pan, giving it all a really good brush so it's all clean, no grit. A lot of this soil can be saved because I haven't long recently repotted a lot of these, so it's good soil, as you can see, high in grit. And then putting them all into some type of order. But it's just been manic, I have to say. Just pick this out. This is my little pygmy Haworthia. It's very special there. And I've even got plants that we've even found plants right under the table where they've been knocked off there. It's just been mental, guys. So I'm going to probably include everything I have to do into this one video. But as I say, I've got an hour free now to make a bit of a start on it, and probably an hour or two the next few days free, and show you when it's all done. So here we go. First of all then, we're going to start, or I'm going to start, I should say, taking all of these out of the Polytunnel first, making the space, and then brooming up this floor so it's all clean again. Well guys, that's the floor all cleaned up there, and I've took everything out the back and given it all a good clean up. All the soil been removed and the stand all cleaned. And I'll show you what I've done temporarily. I've moved all of the plants that came out the pots. I haven't potted them up yet, except the ones that didn't fall out the pots. I've just placed them all here and just temporarily just put them into the pots like this, just so that they're in a pot. And I've got all the labels here. And the hardest thing, guys, is going to be relabeling them all, because although I've got the labels, I can't remember the names of a lot of these, especially the agaves that look very similar. But I'll be able to re-identify them and put the right labels back on them again. It's just going to take time. Most important thing is that I'm sort of making it look into some type of order for now. And because I've got them all in the pots, all I have to do now is just repot them, or pot them all back up again that fell out the pots. Some of them probably going to be okay, but as you can see here, these have definitely come out the pots, and I'm going to have to pot them all up. All lost the soil in them there, but at least they're sort of temporarily placed into pots anyway before I've got time to pot them all away. And I've got all the saucers there And the most important thing is I've had a good old clean up. There's still mess at the back here, so I'll have to clean all behind there when I've made space, when I've got all these back on the stand. I think what I'm going to do, the most important thing we do now is fix the cover. And what we're going to do is we're going to get the polytunnel cover that we've got, extra cover, put it on the outside and then tape it with this repair tape, and that should do the job for now anyway. And then I can just put the plants back on here in their pots, and then I can pot them up and re-put them back again over the following days. So good start so far. And now me and Hans are going to go and fix the cover at the back and show you how we do it. Now here we go, guys. This is the extra polytunnel cover that we've got, and Hans is just fitting it to the back of the polytunnel from the outside, and obviously going to be cutting it to size. That's going to protect any rain from coming in, and it shouldn't really make the polytunnel any darker either. It's practically almost clear. So I'm glad we had this extra cover that the guys gave us when they came to fit it. So that's it, we've cut it to size, and then we're going to use a staple gun to staple the side where it's close to the wood by the door, and then the polytunnel tape over the top to secure it. There we go, guys. That's the cover on there, and this is it from the inside. It's really not that noticeable. You can see where we've put the polytunnel tape to hold it in there from the outside, and taped it in around the bars, and that's good. It's going to keep the rain out. See, this is where all the holes was, and it's completely protected, a little bit like double glazing for polytunnels. So now we're just going to have to do the same thing with this side. Woohoo! That's the polytunnel cover put on there to cover any of the cat holes from the scratches, and that's all done. And now what I'm going to do, obviously I have to also sort out this table because plants have got knocked down. There's also plants fallen at the back there, and it's a bit of a mess, as you can see. But before I do that, I have to make space. So I'm going to have to move all of these aloes and gasterias and everything that fell out the pots all over to this side. And then it means I've got this floor clear, which I can give it all a clean as well from all the soil. And then it means I can get in here and tidy up this table a little bit to make it look a bit more ship shape. And obviously, because time is important to me, and I'm sort of busy with other things at the moment, I'm probably going to put away temporarily the plants that haven't fell out the pots. And there's some like these dikeas that haven't fallen out, and a few others as well, such as these haworthias. I can put them onto the stand, and then the ones that I do need to repot over the next few days, I can just push to the side here and work my way through it. But I'll probably include that in the part 2 part of this video, because I can only do this as and when I've got time off. So then I'm going to clear all this away and then start to tidy up all that's on this table here. Yay, guys, that's the big tidy up done. And I'll show you what I've done here. I've put all of the gasteria, haworthia and aloes and agave that didn't fall out the pots miraculously and are all okay back onto this plant stand here. As you can see, they're pretty much perfect and even coming into flower, and these are all okay here. And here, these aren't aloes, these are dikeas. I've got 3 of these, absolutely amazing. And that's the 2 agaves that actually didn't fall out of their pots. And what I've done, the ones that have all fell out the pots, I've just placed them for now back into their pots. But obviously I'm going to have to pot all of these up again, because they've come out completely out the pots, as you can see there. So I'm going to be doing that over the next few days. I'll just do 3 or 4 a day as and when I can do. But the good news is, at least it's tidy in here, and it's clean and it's spacious again, and the floor has all been cleaned of soil, so it's looking almost as good as brand new again. And I moved these 2 stands out. I cleaned all under the floor, got all the soil out there. There's a couple of more little plants that have fallen to the back. I got them out. These are all the empty saucers and pots, trays and that I've got to put all the plants back into again and onto when I pot the others up. And here as well, I've managed to tidy up this where the cat had landed, where it's all much tidier now, straighten plants up. And also this table, a little bit of soil on here, a bit of grit, but that's not going to hurt. But it looks a lot better, and I was able to replant these little seedlings as well, these little Echinopsis ones that I sowed in 2022, because a lot of them have come out of the pots. So pretty much okay with everything. It looks so much better. And I just want to show you this as well, because this is blooming stunning today. This is a Camo Labivia, and this I got recently from my wonderful friend Steph. And Stephanie sent me a gorgeous box of amazing plants about 3 or 4 weeks ago now, probably about 3 weeks ago. And this one was labelled as Camo Labivia Wendy, but I actually think it's Camo Labivia or Camaceras rose quartz. And the reason for that is I have a Camo Labivia Wendy here. It's also blooming, and it has much deeper sort of pink flowers, as you can see, with a little bit of orange in them as well. And this one is very pink. And I used to have a rose quartz some years ago, but sadly it died off. It got very bad spider mite and I couldn't save it. And this is practically identical to that one. So Steph, I can't say for sure, but I'm pretty sure this is a rose quartz, which I'm really happy about. Absolutely beautiful. Look at them flowers. And I have quite a lot blooming beautiful, which is really good. And take you around here as well. I have a lovely Gymnocalcium capone, first time bloomer for us as well. Absolutely stunning. And there's been quite a lot blooming. My lovely Gymnocalcium saglionis as well, that had the 4 blooms, now it's got the 3 blooms. Tons more in bud. So it's always good to see all the positives with all the buds coming on and all the flowers. So I hope you enjoyed that little bit of a tidy up and a revamp. And when I pot these aloes and gasset, they're mostly agaves that need to be potted up. There's some Haworthia and some aloe, and I think it's because the agaves were all on the top shelf, so they're going to need to be potted. I may include a little video, an update video, when I do that. Not sure, depends how much time I've got. But I have to admit, it's such a relief to get this done. At least now it's tidy. I can put the chairs back in here, the 2 chairs, so we can sit in here and have our dinner of an evening, and sit in here and have my coffee. And it's just looking so much better. And I want to thank you all for your amazing comments on the disaster video, guys. Wonderful, 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 wonderful comments from all of you. So thank you so much. It was really, really lovely to read, and I appreciate every single one of them. I always try to reply to as many comments as I can, but sometimes I'll get a notification to say there's a comment, and when I go to click on the comment, it's not there, and I'm not able to even give it a heart. So if you've left a comment and I don't reply, it's not because I don't want to, I haven't seen the comments, because for some reason YouTube has ghosted the comment, and that happens with quite a few of my comments, even with my regular subscribers. I don't know why, it's odd. But anyway, thank you all so much for following me and for your amazing comments. And if you haven't done already, then don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell. Do follow me on Insta, Twitter and Facebook at Desert Plants of Avalon. And do check out my website as well for regular blogs on there. I'm going to be sharing loads of what's been in flower over the past 6 weeks on there. DesertPlantsOfAvalon.com. I want to wish you all a fantastic cactus powered day. Beautiful.